Okay, in this video we're going to look at converting mixed numbers to improper fractions. I'm going to start you with the procedure, and then after we do one, I'm going to go back and explain why this makes sense. Okay, so the first thing you do is you always multiply the denominator of the fraction by the integer part of the mixed number. So in our example 1, you're taking the denominator of the fraction, which is 3, and you're going to multiply that by 4 to get 12. Then it says add this to the numerator part. And so we get 12 plus 2, which is 14. And then it says make the denominator the same as it was from the start. So 12 plus 2 is 14, over 3 is 14 thirds. And so this improper fraction, 14 thirds, is equivalent or has the same value as 4 2/3. The reason this actually works is because you can think about, if you're talking about 2/3, the 4, the integer part, can actually be thought of as 4 3 over 3's, because 3 over 3 is 1, which is one integer, and so 1 times 4 is 4. So if you got 4 of those, if you wanted to, if you had 3 over 3 plus 3 over 3 plus 3 over 3 plus 3 over 3, however many integers there are, that's how many 3's in the numerator you have, and so 3 plus 4, 3 times 4 is 12, which is where that 12 comes from. So that's kind of the theory why you can convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. Let's do a couple other examples. The first one says convert 7 5/9 to an improper fraction. So we follow our procedure. 9 times 7 is 63. Add the numerator, which is 5. Keep the denominator the same, which is 9. So we end up with 68 over 9 is the equivalent improper fraction to 7 5/9. If you typed them both into a calculator and made them decimals, you'd see that they're identical. Example 3 is the same deal. This time you're doing 32 times 5, which is actually 160. So 32 times 5 is 160. Add that to the numerator, which is 3. Divide by the same denominator. You end up with 163 over 5. One of the nice things, informative things about mixed numbers and improper fractions, if the fraction part of the mixed number is simplified, then that means the improper fraction that you create will be simplified. So I know I don't have to simplify anymore, because if I could simplify, I would be doing it in the fraction part of the mixed number. Alright, the last one, you want to be very careful with this one. And it says if the mixed number is negative, ignore the negative sign until the end. The correct way to do this problem is to say 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 divided by the denominator, which is 7. So you end up with 17, or 5 I mean, you end up with 17 over 5. But because it started negative, then it remains negative, so negative 17 over 5. However, a common mistake is to say 5 times negative 3 is negative 15 plus 2 over 5, which equals negative 13 over 5. But clearly, negative 13 over 5, when you type it into your calculator, is 2.6, whereas this is 3.4, and so they are not the same. And so that method does not work. When I multiply the denominator times the integer part, I don't worry about the negative sign, because the correct answer is found by first converting to an improper fraction and then applying the negative number.